Hello everyone. Today I will be going over how to journalize the issuance of bonds at a discount. Let's get into it. On the first day of the month of the fiscal year, a company issues a $4,200,000 10% 5-year bond that pays semi-annual interest of $210,000, which comes from $4,200,000 times 10% times 0.5, receiving cash of $4,041,710. Your job is to journalize the entry to record the issuance of the bonds. Now, if you want to, you can pause the video here and try to do the problem on your own, but if you're not comfortable with that yet, you can wait to do that for problem 2. So, now for the problem. Firstly, we have to recognize the 3 accounts being affected by the issuance. Those will be cash, discount on bonds payable, and bonds payable. So firstly, cash. Let's put that as the first account in the journal. This is how much the corporation is receiving from the investor for selling the bond. And since cash is an asset, an increase means a debit. As we can tell from the problem, the company is receiving $4,041,710 from its investors for the bonds. So that is the debit for the cash account. So let's put $4,041,710. Now for bonds payable. This is the amount that the corporation will eventually have to pay to the investor for the bond, and it is a long-term liability account. Bonds payable is always recorded at face value, no matter the discount or the premium. And a liability account that increases requires a credit. So we need to credit this account for the face value of the bond. So firstly, let's put bonds payable as the last account of the journal entry. Then let's put the face amount of the bond, which for us is $4,200,000. So why didn't we just credit the amount the company actually got paid to bonds payable? Well, this is because the face value is a fixed legal amount that the company has to pay. Any difference between the face value and the amount the company was paid is reflected in a premium or discount account. Now, for that difference, which in this problem is recorded at a discount on bonds payable, because the company is receiving less cash than the face value of the bond. This discount difference is not the semi-annual interest, which is a common misconception that is often done by students when doing these sorts of problems. And instead, it is found by subtracting the cash the company received from the bonds payable face amount. So for us, that'll be $4,200,000 minus $4,041,710, which comes out to a debit of $158,290 for the discount on bonds payable account. As you can see, this account goes up with a debit, and it is a debit as the discount on bonds payable account is a contra liability account, meaning it has a debit balance to reduce the overall liability of bonds payable. And because bonds payable is higher than cash, this means that the liability is being reduced by the discount on bonds payable account. The discount on bonds payable happens when a company is offering an interest rate lower than the interest rate that is being offered by the market, which results in them being paid less by the investor. All right, and now you have problem 1 done. Now, for the second practice problem. Let's say that on the first day of the month of the fiscal year, a company issues a $5,780,000 10% 5-year bond that pays semi-annual interest of $289,000, which comes from $5,780,000 multiplied by 10% multiplied times 0.5. Receiving cash of $5,354,697. Your job is to journalize the entry to record the issuance of the bonds. Now, I would recommend pausing the video here and trying out the problem for yourself if you haven't been doing that already. When you're done, unpause the video and see how you did. Alright, now that you have tried it, I'm going to do it myself and you can see how you did. Firstly, I put in the 3 accounts: cash, discount on bonds payable, and bonds payable. We know that the company was paid $5,354,697, so we can put that as the debit to cash. So $5,354,697 as the debit to cash. We know that the face value of the bond was $5,780,000, so let's put that as the credit to bonds payable. $5,780,000. Finally, we know that to get the discount difference, all we have to do is subtract bonds payable from cash. So for us, that'll be $5,780,000 minus $5,354,697, which comes out to a discount of $425,303 as a debit for the discount on bonds payable account. And there you go. You now know how to journalize the issuance of bonds at a discount. If you ever need a reminder, feel free to come back to this video and watch it on 2x speed. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.